Couldn't do it. Great player, though. I'm excited for him. I think the Raiders got something going over there. Their receiving core, tight end core, it looks great. I mean, it's going to be exciting to watch the Raiders. I'm happy for them. Pittsburgh's defense, like I said, people are going to be mad at me. I didn't have them in the top 2. It's no disrespect. I think they're the third best defense. I hate Pittsburgh, but I love that defense, man. You look at it, I praise Minka Fitzpatrick. People don't like to say he's not the best safety. I think he's the best safety in the league. I think it's hands down everything he does for Pittsburgh. I love that team. I think if Pittsburgh stays healthy, any players opt out with the coronavirus, so if Pittsburgh's defense stays healthy, look for a really good year for them. I mean, you tell me, they beat some teams in the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I love this Pittsburgh team. I think them getting Ben back, if they get James Conner the ball, I love the Steelers team. I think they have a great year. It's going to be fun to watch. Rookie running back Zach Moss out of Buffalo. I think he has a small, good year. And, like I said, I'm sold on Singletary. I think he's a great running back. His work ethic is unbelievable. I think you see a really breakout year for Devin. Drew Brees, I mean, great value. I mean, for me in fantasy football, I look for quarterbacks that are mobile, that can do it all. I want all the points. I want the rushing touchdowns, the receiving touchdowns, the rushing yards, the throwing yards. I want it all. When I dropped it's crazy to say this because back a couple years ago, you're talking about Brady, Breeze, Rodgers. Those are the quarterbacks you want. Rodgers is my starter, but, I drafted Cam as a backup because, I wouldn't be surprised if Cam shocked the world this year. But Drew Brees, great quarterback, good value. That's awesome for him to get him there. Darius Slayton, the Giants receiving core. I think the vocal point for them is Golden Tate and, mainly Golden Tate. I love Golden Tate because you're going to have him in the slot. It's going to be awesome for him. And they got a good group over there, a good young group. It's if Daniel Jones can take that next step. I really like to see him take that next step. Maybe he can. We'll see. I hope he does. It'd be awesome for him. And then I drafted Aaron Rodgers. It's not a bad deal past getting Aaron Rodgers. I mean, talking about the best throwing quarterbacks in the league, Mahomes and Rodgers. I mean, they put on shows. They're awesome. And they put up a lot of points. If their top 2 players can stay healthy, look for Rodgers to have a great year. Having Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, look for him to really second-year coach. Having a rookie coach with a veteran quarterback like that, it's hard. It's hard. And I know Aaron gets frustrated, and he's, but that's Aaron, I think we see a good year. So I had a back-to-back pick. Duke Johnson. I had Carlos Hyde last year with the Texans. He saved me a lot of games. He helped me win a lot of games. I think Duke Johnson's a younger running back, fresher legs. I think he has a great year for the Texans. I'm excited for him. That's a sleeper pick right there. I love Duke Johnson. Can't wait to see him play. Tevin Coleman. Like I said with the Niners running backs, it's a committee. I'm cool with the committee, but, you don't know who's going to pop off in fantasy that week with those Niners running backs. It could be any of the 3. So, I kind of want to stay away from them just because the committee, I'm not all into that. But any given day, any of those guys could pop off. Bills defense. They were in between the sleeper and top defenses for me. I think they're being a little too cocky coming into the season. Which we all are. No one's won games, no one's lost games. We're all cocky coming into the season. I think for me to really take them serious, they need to beat New England twice. And that's a hard task. It's a really hard task. They couldn't do it last year. So it doesn't make me think they can do it this year. I know they got a better team this year, but it just doesn't make me think they can do it yet. Great value, Bills defense. Round 11, pick 3, good value, awesome for them. Jared Cook, I brought up with that Saints offense. They're gonna be spreading the ball around. I think Drew, it's gonna be good for Drew. I think he needs to get the tight ends going a little bit more. But I think he was pressured to throw to, their guys. You got a stacked team over there, so it's hard for Drew to get the ball around. But I think Drew's gonna have a better year getting the ball to Jared Cook. It's gonna open up the game. The tight end moves in the middle of the field. I think that's gonna be huge for Drew. it'd be nice to see Jared Cook getting going. I mean, remember the year he had with the Raiders? Amazing year with the Raiders. Be awesome to see that happen with the Saints because it never really panned out. I mean, high expectations for Jared Cook last year. I really hope he gets it going this year. It'd be awesome. Niners defense. When they lost to Forrest Buckner, that up front guy where you really can't put one guy on him. I mean, you look at the weight, the size, the athletics. I mean, he's unbelievable. DeForest Buckner, them losing him. I know they had high praise for the kid in the draft, but, and they still got great guys. Salomon, Bosa, all those guys up front. I think the Niners' weak spots the corners. I look at Richard Sherman. When you get burnt by guys like Sammy Watkins that just put you on the highlight tape, and, I started losing respect for you. Last game of the year, Super Bowl, he got torched. And, I think the big concern is that secondary for the Niners. I mean, everyone praises it and stuff, but they had an easy schedule last year besides the divisional games and playing the Ravens and Steelers. Their schedule wasn't that tough last year, so, I'm not sold on the Niners secondary. It's pretty good value for where it's at, But we'll see. I mean, it'd be cool if they prove me wrong. I don't like that secondary at all. Latavius Murray, I think he kind of thought he'd be in the Mark Ingram role. I don't think he's as smart as Mark Ingram. I think they need to give him the ball more, but you just don't know with Latavius Murray. He had a solid year last year. Nothing special because I thought he would have a Mark Ingram year, but we'll see. Antonio Gibson, another rookie running back. Good college running back. There's only 2 to 3 running backs where I was, like, wow, this is gonna be great. But like I said, I hope these running backs, the rookie running backs, have a great year. It's cool to see. Sterling Shepard, a receiver for the Giants. I mean, like I said, the offense goes around him and Golden Tate and Saquon. I'm not really sold on Sterling. I love Sterling as a person. I would take him on my team. Daniel Jones, I just don't trust him. Johnson for Pittsburgh. I mean, he killed it last year, but then again, he was playing with this college quarterback. We'll see if Big Ben and him can have a chemistry together. I don't know if that's going to be the chemistry for him. We'll see. Big Ben makes everyone better, but we'll see how it plays out. Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboys. When they got Greg Zuerlein, it told me that Dallas is ready to try to start competing for Super Bowls. Their kicker was horrible last year, and you had the third best kicker in the NFL, Greg Zuerlein from the Rams. It's awesome, and it's awesome for Dallas. I think he has a great year, especially when Zeke can't get those touchdowns and going, or Dak can't get him going. This kicker he's got a leg, so I mean it's good for Dallas all around. They got a great team this year. I'm excited to watch Dallas. They're gonna have an awesome year. Best defense in the NFL, Baltimore. Great value pick. I mean, look at the defenses that went before the Ravens. Number 1 defense in the NFL. Round 12, pick 1. I mean, that's awesome. It's great value for him. Christian Kirk. We brought up the receivers for the Cardinals. I think he has a good year. I don't know if they're gonna put Larry or him in the slot. Whatever they do, I think it's going to work out. It's going to be great for Kyler. You're going to see a great year all around for the Cardinals. Excited to see him. Golden Tate, I mean, the 2 other Giants receivers went before him. I think Golden Tate, for that value, is awesome to have. He's a guy that's not going to drop the football. Golden Tate is one of those hard-nosed players. He reminds me of the Anquan Bull and the Hines Ward. And he was suspended last year and was hurt. If he stays healthy and he's not having any problems, going to be a good year for Golden Tate. I'm excited. I think the sleeper of the year, Hayden Hurst. Him being the number 1. I mean, look what Austin Hooper did for the Falcons last year. Hayden Hurst was the Ravens' number 3 tight end. He's going to be the number 1 for the Falcons. He's playing with guys like Julio and, the running back over there. I mean, it's going to be a great year. Gurley and Julio. I mean, it's going to be an awesome year for those guys. I'm excited. Carson Wentz. I think he gets back on track. I like what they did in the draft, adding receivers. Miles Sanders is going to have a huge year. He's going to help him out. I want to draft Miles. I just couldn't get him. It's going to be awesome. Tony Pollard, running back for the Dallas. I don't know if he gets as many carries as he did last year because of the Zeke situation. If Zeke's ready to go and locked in, he's arguably the best running back in the league with him, McCaffrey. I don't see Tony getting that many numbers. Maybe if a situation happens with Zeke, he's a great running back to have. Marlon Mack, he's going to be fighting for the starting job with Jonathan Taylor. And Mack had a great year last year, but I think Jonathan Taylor is the running back you want. I love them coming out of the draft. Excited for him. Amazing value right here. Oh, my God. Round 12, pick 8, Emmanuel Sanders, that's going to be huge for the Saints, opening up everything. You can't just double-team Michael Thomas now. When you have a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, it's going to be huge for that team. Emmanuel Sanders and Michael Thomas, it's going to be awesome. There's no more double-teaming anymore because if you do that, Emmanuel Sanders is going to kill your guy. So it's going to be awesome to see. What's up, Brody? Josh Allen, strongest arm in the NFL in my opinion. Him and Mahomes. I watched a lot of Bills games last year. The accuracy wasn't there for Josh Allen. I think if he can work on that and be a great quarterback for the situation. Jared Judy. I love Jared Judy. I brought him up. He's someone that's going to... I think he is going to solidify himself this year. I think he's going to have a crazy year. I'm excited for Jared Judy. I love Jared Judy. I wanted my team to draft him. They didn't do it. It's whatever. Cam Newton. I had back-to-back picks. Cam Newton, a running quarterback, a throwing quarterback, mobile quarterback. That's what you want in fantasy now with your quarterbacks. I love him as a backup quarterback. I hope he has a great year like he plans to have and just kills it this year. So that'd be awesome to have. Preston Williams for Miami, receiver. He could have a good year. Like I said, Devontae Parker really showed himself. He's a killer out there, and he could have a good year. Justin Tucker, the best kicker in the NFL. Not surprised. Great value. Round 13, pick 3. Range put a point, so that's a great pick for you to have in your fantasy team. Justin Tucker, that's the kicker you want. That's the ideal kicker you want. Will Lutz, Saints kicker. They put up numbers. I mean, when they don't, they're in scoring position, so he's going to have a lot of times to kick the ball. A great kicker. Robbie Anderson. Didn't like him on the Jets. He had a solid year. I think with him with the Panthers being the guy there, they haven't had a receiver like that in a while. So, I mean, with him and DJ Moore, I think Robbie has a great year. I'm excited for him. Matthew Stafford, I love Matthew Stafford. He's a Tony Romo type player. He's a gunslinger. In the category of Derek Carr and Brett, I love Matthew Stafford. He'll throw the ball. He'll try to get you fantasy points. I love Matthew Stafford. It's a tough division. Those guys like to hit over there. I brought up the divisions. It's one of the top 3 divisions that mean the most with winning. Noah Fant, Denver. Look for a crazy year for Noah. I mean, like I said, anyone on that Broncos team can have a crazy game. They got a lot of weapons. Hawkinson from Detroit. I mean, great year last year. It could have been a fluke. I like him a lot. We'll see how it plays out for him. I like him a lot, though. Good value right there. Adrian Peterson, that's a huge pickup. Darius Geis just got cut, with the situation with the domestic violence. I think Adrian Peterson has a good year. I really do. I would have liked to get Adrian Peterson. It just didn't happen. It is what it is. McCole Hardman, like I said, speed kills. Those Chiefs receivers, any one of them can have a great day. Obviously, Tyreek's the guy over there, but I like Hardman a lot. Great year last year as a rookie. I mean, awesome for him. Excited. It's really good for him. Curtis Samuel, maybe you get something out of him. Maybe he'll pop on the scene. They got some receivers over in Carolina, so I don't really know how it works out for him. Mike Krzyzewski, Dolphins. The first year wasn't bad. I look for the second year with Tua, Parker over there, Barea to have a great season. I think he solidifies himself as one of those tight ends next year. It's gonna be awesome to see him play. N'Keal Harry. I think he has an amazing year for the Patriots. I think he is going to be the best receiver on the Patriots this year. I think he's having an awesome year. He's been working out with Cam since Cam's got there. I'm excited for Harry to play. It's going to be awesome to see. I mean, he was one of my top sleepers this year. Him and Hayden. I wish I could have got him. I just couldn't get him. The person that got him, congrats. I mean, he's going to have an awesome year. That's awesome.